Hello guys, this is Abhishek Tiwari with my new video. From today I am going to start a new series that is for, as you can see on the screen, Begin Python, apart from Zero to Hero. So here in this section I am going to start Python basics to advanced level tutorial. So it will be very helpful for the all those people, not only the students, all those people who want to migrate to the Python and want to learn Python from the initial, because nowadays as CBSE has also introduced Python in their curriculum, so many teachers also want to learn Python nowadays. So that will be helpful for those teachers also, as well as the student who are in class 11th. Okay, and anybody who want to learn Python from the starting, they can follow my this tutorial playlist. I will be uploading all the tutorial related to Python from the starting itself. That is the very first class, so everything I am going to tell: how to install Python, what is the features of Python, and how we can work on it. And in my upcoming video I will also tell you that different features and how we can utilize, how we can start programming in Python. So these all things I am going to update one by one in my tutorial of this section, which is Begin Python. I am uploading another tutorial for class 12th students also, in which I have started from Python Pandas. So that is another playlist, so you can go through my playlist. I will give you the link of my playlist. So whatever video I will upload in this section of Python course, that you can find over there as soon as I will start uploading. Then you people can go through these videos and you can start learning Python with me. Okay, so here I will start my today's video. So let's go to the slide. Before going to the slide, those who want to ask any doubt and all those things, so I have made one more group on my Telegram, so that you can join this group, so that will also be beneficial for you. I have given the link to my Telegram group, you can see over here, that is Ask Abhi 19490 Python. So you can directly search this particular link on Telegram, and then you will get the group. You can join the group and you can ask whatever doubt you are having. So I will try to solve those doubts also in the group. Okay, so here I am starting my tutorial. So without wasting the time, let's start. Okay, so first thing is that firstly we should know what is Python. Okay, so here a definition is given. Python, basically when we hear about the term Python, so the first thing comes in our mind, some of the people think about Python as a type of snake, a species of snake. Okay, but here we are not going to discuss that snake. Okay, so Python is basically a programming language, as we have seen different programming languages. Before that, you people have heard about C, C++, Java. In the same way, Python is also a high level interpreted object oriented programming language, which is very easy to learn. Okay, it is having very easier syntax. So the proper definition is and introduction is given over here. As we know that in order to communicate with a computer system, we need a language, programming language. This language may be the C, C++, Java, Python, or any other programming language. Here we will discuss about Python. So basically the Python was developed by Guido van Rossum in year 1991, when he was working with National Research Institute of Mathematics and Science in Netherlands. Okay, actually he has started this project in 89 itself, but officially he has launched this Python programming language in 1991. So Python was named from a comedy series, Monty Python's Flying Circus, telecasted on BBC. Actually the Guido van Rossum was a huge fan of this series, and the Monty Python, who was the creator of this series, on the last name of that person, the Guido van Rossum has named this programming language as Python, because he was a huge fan. Okay, so that is the story behind naming it as Python. So you don't have to think that this Python is named on the name of snake. Okay, so Python can be used as object oriented language and procedural oriented language too. It can be used as both, definitely. So it follows the concept of object oriented programming also, as well as procedure oriented programming also. Now some other things are there. Actually Python is inspired by two languages. First language was ABC language, which was an optional language of BASIC and Modular 3. Okay, so the basic building block was these two languages for Python. On the basis of that, the Guido van Rossum has developed a new programming language. He was thinking that he should develop a programming language which should be very easy to perform very different tasks, as well as it is easy to learn for the users. That's why he has developed Python. Python is very easy learning language, as most of its syntax seems to be in English. Yes, it almost uses English language simple syntaxes. Okay, it is possible to get desired output in minimum instruction. That is very important thing. If we talk about other languages, so whatever thing which we were doing in other languages, it needs more line of instruction. The same thing can be done in less code if we are using Python. So that is also one of the advantages of using Python programming language. That's why very a small amount of time this Python programming language gets too much popularity, and nowadays it is very popular, or we can say most popular programming language of today's generation. Okay, so it is an interpreted languages. What does it mean? Means this programming language use interpreter to convert it into convert your code or the instruction given into machine language. So interpreter is being used over here instead of compiler. Okay, whereas Java uses compiler as well as interpreter both. C language or C++ uses compiler. Python uses interpreter. Interpreter is one of the language processor which converts the source code into machine code line by line. Okay, because it is converted through interpreter, that's why it is also known as interpreted language. It's a complete language in itself. It is very easy to download and install. Yes, that is also very important thing and advantage of that. To install IDE of Python or to install Python, you need a very small amount of time. Okay, and the Python is also in low size, so that I think it is almost of 25 or 28 MB. So easily it can be downloaded from the website and easily it can be installed. It doesn't require huge amount of disk space in order to install it. Okay, it is a platform independent and portable language. That is also very important advantage of this Python language. Means the same program can be executed on different machines, whether you are using Windows or Linux or any other environment. This the same program can be executed on any of the machine. So that is the mobility or platform independent feature of this Python programming language. And very important thing, Python is a free and open source language, so that any modification can be done and it is available free of cost. So no need to pay anything. Now next thing says, because in this video tutorial I am just giving you the basic idea of Python, so you people should know what is Python, why we need to learn it. So it is possible to develop various apps with Python language. Means what are the area in which Python can work. So almost in all area Python can work. So we can develop any graphical user interface apps, means graphical apps. We can also develop web-based apps. We can also develop games. We can develop database related or DBMS app, and we can perform scripting also using this Python. But if we talk about today's need of Python, so basically in data science, in artificial intelligence, or in machine learning or natural language processing, these are the core areas where mostly the Python is being used. Okay, So that's why these are the area which made Python very popular, because it is very to handle huge amount of data. Python also support huge amount of library which can be used and integrated with Python in order to perform different type of tasks. So in the field of data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning or natural language processing, Python is mostly used programming language. Okay. So, but everything comes with some limitation. So Python is also having some limitation. That limitation we are discussing over here. For example, it is not as a fast language. Why it is not as fast as other languages? Because it is a interpreted language. It is an interpreted language, and when we use interpreter, so it converts the code line by line. So that makes the process little bit slower than other languages who are using compiler, because compiler based languages convert the whole program at one go. That's why sometimes it says that Python is not as fast as other languages which uses compiler. Okay, libraries are very less nowadays. We can't say that, because nowadays almost different type of every libraries are available for Python also. So that is also one of the limitation. Limited libraries are there. Okay, then it is weak in type binding, because it can be considered as one advantage also, but sometimes it is limitation. Type binding is weak. What does it mean? Means, for example, if you are declaring any variable, so you do not need to define the data type of this variable. Automatically whatever value you will assign, that data type will get binded to that particular variable. For example, if I have assigned 10, so that variable will become of integer type. If I am defining it as 10.2, so automatically this integer will become float. So type binding is very weak over here. So it is talking about this particular thing. Then it is not easy to convert in some other language. Yes, Python programs, the programs which are written in Python, conversion of those Python program into any other language is a difficult task. Okay, because it is having its own syntax structure, which is not that much easy to convert into other languages. So these are some limitations, but if we compare about the limitation and advantages, so definitely Python is having more advantages than the limitation. So that's why it is very popular nowadays. Now from here, that is important part. The first thing, in order to start learning Python, you people will need to install Python in your system. Then only you can start programming in Python. So here I am telling you how you can download it and install it. Everything I will tell you step by step how you can download it. So you can download the Python from its official site, that is python.org. You can directly type this site in your browser and you will be redirected, or you will be landed to that particular home page. Now you have to go to the download section. There you will get the download option over there. You can simply click on it. The Python installer will get downloaded as per your operating system which is being used. Apart from that, one more thing is there which I want to tell you. The major two versions are available of Python, Python 2 and Python 3. Okay, these are the two major version of Python. This is the older version. Okay, nowadays which is being used is Python 3. So whatever thing we will discuss in Python 3. So what we are going to learn, that is Python 3. Okay, so you should download Python 3 itself. Nowadays most of the people are using Python 3 only. Okay, and the subversion is 8.2, which is the latest version as of date. Okay, so 8.2 is the latest version, 3.8.2. So I'll tell you how you can go to the site and how you can download it. Okay, so simply you have to go to the browser. Okay, so I'll tell you freshly what you have to do. Okay, so just you need to go to the browser. Okay, just open your browser, whatever browser you are using. I am using Chrome, so I will tell you in that, or you can use any browser. Just you have to type python.org over here, python.org, press enter. It's taking a little bit of time. Okay, because I am already having the thing installed. Okay, so this is the home page of python.org. So now what you have to do, you can see this particular option is there, download section is there, and in download section the first thing, download for Windows is available. If you want to download for any other operating system, so other options are also there, Mac OS or other platform are there, you can simply click on it. Because I am using Windows, so I will choose this option, download for Windows, and I have to click over there. Okay, as soon as I will click, it will ask to keep the file. So if it asks in your system, so just click on keep button and then it will start downloading. Because I have already downloaded, so I am not going to download it again, so I am just discarding it. You people should ensure that you should click on keep, then only it will get downloaded. Then thus just you need to double click on it, then the install will get started. After that nothing you have to do, just you have to start the installer, then follow the instruction on the screen, and then Python will get installed like this. I'm telling you to go to the download section, then this we had already done. Okay, when you will start installer, so it will ask like that. So you have to click on install now. Before that, what you have to do, you must check this option, add Python to your path. Okay, so it will add this Python to your system path, so that from the command prompt directly you can call Python interpreter. Okay, so that is very important thing, you must check this before starting the installation. So you check this checkbox and then click on install, so it will start installation, and then follow the instruction. After the completion of installation, just you can go to your start menu, just search for the Python IDLE. Okay, IDLE for Python, you will see like this. Okay, this particular option, and just click on it, then your IDLE will get started like that. Okay, this screenshot which I have used over here, it is having the previous version, but now I have updated my version, so currently I am using 3.8.2. I'll show you how I can start. So just I have to go to my start menu, and then in start menu I have to type IDLE, then I will get the option, just click on the installed option. Okay, and then this Python IDLE will get started like this, you can see. So here my new version is Python 3.8.2, and this is the console from where I can start writing my comment. Whatever thing I will write, it will work over here. For example, if I will write 3 plus 2, so it will give 5. Okay, so one more thing is there, Python also work as a calculator. So directly any calculation which you want to perform, simply you can write on the console and it will surely give the result, whatever the basic operation of calculator you want to perform. For example, you want to add this value, simply you have to write like this and press enter, so it will give the result. Okay, because it is out of range, I think that's why it is giving lesser result, otherwise it will give the correct output like Okay, so in that way you can use your Python as a calculator also. Now let's go to the slides. So how it works, how this IDE works. So basically the Python IDE is having two modes. The basic IDE is having two modes which we had installed. It is having interactive modes and script mode. Okay, so two modes are there, interactive and script mode. As the name suggests, interactive mode is the one in which whatever instruction we will write, the instruction will get executed at the same time as we will press enter button. Okay, it will not wait for the next instruction. As soon as we will complete one instruction, the same instruction will get executed at the same time. Okay, whereas when we talk about script mode, so in script mode we will write the whole program, then we will save this program, and then we can run the whole program at once. So basically interactive mode is more interactive, means when we have to make a smaller program or we have to perform smaller calculation, then we can go with interactive mode. Otherwise, if we have to make the whole program, we should follow this script mode. We will discuss both the modes. So we can execute any instruction after this. Okay, prompt, this prompt is there. After this you can write the command if we are using any interactive mode. Okay, so we will see both the mode. So this is the interactive mode as I shown you now. Okay, so simply when we will start ideally, so this mode will get started, nothing we have to do. Okay, simply we will start, it will look like that, this, and here we can start writing. Like if you want to print anything, simply I can write. Okay, like this, so it will print hello. Welcome to Python tutorial. Okay, so in that way any message you can give, and at the same line, as soon as you will press enter button, so the same thing will get executed. So this is the script mode. Okay, now the same way we can perform any kind of calculation, as we can see here. Here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 22, then we had defined c is equal to a plus b, then here we are printing the sum is comma c, so it will print the value of c, so it will become the sum is, and this c will get replaced with the actual value which is 30 in this case, so this answer will get printed over here. Okay, and then this prompt will get ready for taking the next instruction. So this is how the interactive mode works. Okay, then another mode is script mode. To start script mode, what you have to do, you have to go to the file menu of your IDE and then click on this new file option, or you can also use the shortcut for Windows, which is Control N. So either you can press Control N, or you can go to the file menu and click on new file, then a new file option, new window will get open. Okay, so it will look like this. Then what you have to do, whatever thing you want to run, whatever instruction you want to run all those instructions over here. Okay, after that go to the file and save, click on save option. Okay, click on the save option, give name, whatever name you want to give your file, and then after saving it, because in order to run this script file, firstly you need to save your file, then you can go to the run menu and click on run option, or you can, I will show you how you can run, or simply what you can do, you can click or you can press F5 key on your keyboard in order to run the program. Then program will get executed and the output will be shown on the same console where we were using interactive mode. At the same console, output will get printed. Okay, so I'll show you. So this is the basic. So I'll show you how you can start the script mode. So in order to start script mode, I'll go to the file menu, then I will click on new file. So this window will get open like this, which is untitled now. Okay, you can see here that is untitled. Now whatever code I have to write, I will write over here. I am writing a simple program to add two numbers. Okay, two numbers are A and B. Then C is equal to A plus B. Then here I am printing like this. Here I will put comma and then I will give the variable name which is having the result. Okay, so first I will need to save it. So I can go to the file menu and then click on save. Okay, so it will ask for the location, so I'll choose the location as desktop, then I'll give name, so I'm giving test1. Okay, then I'm saving it. It will get saved with .py extension, which is the extension of Python file. So it will get saved with .py by default. Okay, now the file is saved. So if I want to execute or run this file, so I have to go to the run menu, and then run module option is there, or you can use this shortcut F5 in order to run. So I will click on it, so it will get executed. See, this file got executed and I got the output over here. So this is how you can install Python, and you can start opening the IDE, or you can start the script mode, or you can write simple program. Okay, so this was the starting tutorial. What is Python? What are the features available? Why we need to learn Python? And some of the things in order to start programming in Python. What are the basic things which we need? So this all I told you and explained in this tutorial. In my upcoming tutorial, we will start learning Python from the basic, like how to write variables, what does it mean by variable, or the building blocks of the Python we will discuss in next class. Okay, till now one more program I will show you, so it will become interesting for you. If a simple program which I want to make, so okay, so I am just using it from the desktop. I will open the same file which I had created, that was test. Okay, so any program which you want to make, so simply A minus B is equal to A, B is equal to A multiplied by B. Okay, now this thing I have made, this is the basic program which perform different arithmetical operations. Okay, then this is okay. So this is how we can print C, then this is D, this is E, and this is F. Okay, so in the simple way we can make any program. If you people want, you can try for the initial. I will tell you in upcoming videos what does it mean by A, B, C and D and how you can create it. So these all things we will discuss in next class. Okay, till now. As for starting program, when you will install Python, so you can run this program in order to check whether your prompt or the Python is properly working or not. So I will save it and then it will get run. So this is the output it will provide. Sum of A, B is 50, difference is -10, division of A and B is 0.66, multiplication of A and B is 600. So this all which we got by this. So okay, I hope you people got all the things which I explained in this video. So this is all for this video. Okay, so in this video what we have learned about the basics of Python, who developed the Python, the basic features available in Python, limitation of Python, and how we can download Python, how we can install it, and how we can start, ideally how we can start programming in Python. So these are all things. And one more thing, two different modes of Python, Python programming mode, interactive mode as well as script mode. These all things we have learned in this particular tutorial. I will upload more tutorial in the next video, in which we will discuss about the basic. We will start learning Python from the basic building blocks, from token and all. This thing we will discuss in next class. Okay, so till now, take care, bye bye. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel for the notification of upcoming videos. Share with your friends. Okay, like my videos if you think it is beneficial for you. Take care, bye bye.